This is Bishop Dr. Truman Berst. Master Herbalist, coming to you from Good Shepherd Ministries. Welcome to Discoveries in Health. We're just getting started. Thank you for joining us here for another Discoveries in Health discussion. And thank you for joining. If you have a question or a comment or a topic, something that you'd like to hear about or something you'd like to talk about, it doesn't, you don't have to say this, we're not going to prescribe or diagnose. We're just going to talk about the latest discoveries in natural remedies. So please stay with us as we give folks a chance to join the broadcast. Thank you for joining Discoveries in Health every Thursday for 2 hours. And Doc Miles should be along a little bit later. And of course, we always have one of our favorite guests here that join us every Thursday, Prophet Elijah.
Hello.
Yes, hello there. Thank you for joining us in Louisiana. Do you have a question or a comment, something you'd like to talk about today?
I think so. That's the first time I ever asked me to do that.
In Louisiana, do you have a question or a comment or a topic? I guess not. Okay. And we're just, again, giving the room a chance to fill up, people a chance to get a cup of herbal tea and put their feet up and think of something to talk about, some question to ask us here. Maybe, suggest a topic. Maybe you've heard about something and you want to know more about it. Lately, people have been asking me all kinds of interesting questions, and the room is again filling up. And in Louisiana, Robinson, did you have a question or a comment?
Yeah.
Do you have a question or a comment? Hello? Woodrow Robinson.
And diabetes is a terrible thing.
Do you hear me, Woodrow?
Yeah, sure, that was real ugly.
I guess not. Okay. They just keep opening their mic, but I thought they had a question, but they don't. And that's okay, because this broadcast, you can listen or you can...
So I've been muted.
Do you have a question? Mr. Robinson, do you have a question?
Yeah, I've been muted, but I did, like you said, press the star key twice.
Well, okay. I'm sorry. What is your question, sir?
No, I mean...
What is your question, sir?
I just want to hit a conference.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know how your mic keeps getting open. You don't need to have your mic open during the conference, because then everybody can hear everything that you're saying or doing there, and so we mute all of the microphones.
What are they in trouble about?
Yeah, we mute all the microphones. So I'm going to mute your microphone so that it doesn't echo during the conference. Okay?
Trying to come up with another way to get money out of people.
Okay, all right. I've muted all of the microphones so that we don't get echoes. But if you do have a question or a topic, something you want to talk about, what is the question? What is the topic, please? No response. So, hello, do you have a question or a topic or a suggestion? Robinson, Woodrow, in the Louisiana area, you keep opening your microphone.
It's like now you're calling, huh?
Do you have a question?
No, I called it on.
I don't know what to say there, but that's weird. Just keep opening their mic. I'm going to have to, if they do it again, I'm going to have to delete the call.
Hello?
Yes, so they're out there in Illinois. Do you have a question or a topic in Illinois? Area code 708, do you have a question or a topic? What is your question? Yes, what is your question? Okay, all right.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, well, what's happening here is that the microphone keeps coming open, and then we can hear everything in.
I answered the phone.
Yes, sir. And
You told me to join the conference to press 1.
Yes, sir.
And I did that.
Yes. Now we need to mute.
Then she said that I had been muted.
Yeah. Well,
press the talk key twice, and I did that.
Okay. Well, yeah. It keeps coming open, sir. So your microphone keeps coming open. Then it causes an echo. So I'm going to try to mute it again. So if you want to unmute it and ask a question,
get a little more, huh?
If you want to unmute it and ask a question, all you need to do is press your star key 2 times.
No, I just want a little bit more right.
Right.
A little right.
Yeah. Okay. So.
No, that ain't all I do. You're fixing no.
Okay. So I don't know. So there we go. We're muting all the microphones. We'll try to leave them muted. For some reason or another, they're coming open. Microphones are coming open. And Mr. Robinson just came open again. And
I don't understand them.
Yeah, I don't understand how it's doing it. But anyway, we're just gonna try to work through it. And once again, it's open. And once again, I closed it. So I don't know. Maybe call in again. Please call back. And maybe we'll because the microphone just keeps coming open. So I'm going to go ahead and but call back, and the telephone number to call is 503-606-6064. 503-606-6064. Please call back in again. If your microphone comes open again, that's what we're going to need to do. Okay. All right. Thank you. And right now I'm not getting an echo, so we'll just leave it the way it is. And let's get started. Let's see if we can find. Oh, there we are. I think a good way to get started is by looking over here, and there he is. There's my friend, our friend, Prophet Elijah, out there in Pike Road, Alabama, at the Word of Life Ministry, and if I ask him, I know that he will lead us in an opening prayer here, and get us started, because that's a good place to start. So let me go over here, and oh, by the way, Prophet Elijah, his telephone number, you probably want to take this down and call him, because he is a wonderful man to pray with. And you really need to get to know Prophet Elijah. So that's out there, and I'm going to click on it. There we are. Prophet Elijah, are you there? I'm going to give out your telephone number. The telephone number is 334-868-3881. And it's moving around here. I lost him already. Wow, something's really going funny with every. I just lost. Prophet Elijah. So I hope you'll come back in. What an interesting broadcast, folks. This is an interesting way to start the broadcast. So all praises to the Most High in the name of our Savior, and people call our Savior by various names, like Jesus Christ. That's my Savior. Also called Yeshua in Hebrew. Our Savior. That's in Hebrew. And I'm always coming daily. I like to pray. I like to pray day and night and all the time. And it works for me. So that's one of the things that I would advise everybody to pray and to be in prayer and have a relationship with the Most High. So I think that would be a very
anybody there listening?
And I hear that Prophet
Dr.
Elijah. Yes, I hear that Prophet Elijah is back in the building. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Who is this? Prophet Elijah. Dr. Elijah, how you doing? I'm just sitting here waiting for Dr. Truman.
I'm here. Can
you
hear me?
I guess he hadn't started yet.
Oh, you know what?
Right. No, he probably started, but he probably having some technical
there it is.
difficulties.
I got it now. Okay. Now I got it. We somehow or another I got muted, so you didn't hear me for the past 13 minutes. But I found the button. Right. I found the problem when I listened. When I started listening to the nice lady in Illinois at area code 708, and when Prophet Elijah came on, all the problems went away. So
all praise to the Most High.
So all praise to the Most High. Prophet Elijah, could you lead us in an opening prayer, please?
Yes, sir. I'm available for that because I knew it was having some kind of challenge, so I had to bind it up.
Yes, sir. And you did. Thank you.
Yes, sir. It says in 1 Maccabees 3:19, for the victory of battle stands not in the multitude of an host, but strength cometh from heaven. Most High, Ahaya, Shai, Ahaya. I am that I am that I am. Help me, I pray, to be effective and efficient watchman on your wall, and I pray that I may be faithful to carry out the work of interceding for Dr. Truman Berst and Dr. Miles tonight. I submit myself under the authority of Yeshua Christ, and I bind all demonic forces by the blood of Christ that are trying to hinder this program, Discoveries in Health, from obeying the will of the Most High today. In the north, south, east, and west, I claim by faith that we are surrounded by a hedge of protection, a wall of fire and a hedge wall of faith, all covered under the blood of Yeshua Christ. I bind all demonic forces by the blood of the Lamb and pray that Christ would send holy angels to stop any evil assignment against Kingston, Jamaica, Albany, Oregon, Georgetown, Texas, Pike Road, Alabama, all cities, states, and countries. By faith, I release the working of the power of the resurrection and the resurrected, and the energizing power of the Holy Spirit into their lives. By faith, I claim that this has already been bound in heaven, and I thank you that you will guide them into the center of your will. I pray that you will cause confusion in the camp of all their enemies so that they may have victory over them. Thank you in advance for victory over every trial this day that would attempt to come against this program. Surround them with your holy angels to strengthen them and protect them from any evil force that may come against them. Thank you for your presence today and power that will empower and guide them this day. In Yeshua's name, I pray. Amen.
All praises to the Most High in Yeshua's name. Amen. Wow. Thank you, brother. That's a wonderful opening prayer. And we're off and running now. We've got the problem solved. By the way, Prophet Elijah, do you have any kind of a question or a topic today? Something that you'd like to talk about?
Let's see. Today will probably be something about about a mask. I had a young man that having a problem with his colon, and they were supposed to have surgery on him, and he hadn't had the surgery yet. And they found a mask that's on the colon. They have to go in and do some surgery, and he's kind of challenging with that right now. So he's contemplating that. So we probably need to talk about the mask of on the colon and what can be done and whatever you are led to do.
All praises to the Most High. Yes, a mass on the colon. And please understand, I'm not prescribing. I'm not diagnosing. What I'm doing is talking about natural remedies. What kind of natural remedies are available for someone who has a mass on their colon? Well, number one, we're going to look at the digestive tract. We're going to look at the bloodstream because for that mass to have arrived there in the colon, the liver's not working, the blood is contaminated. So I know that the blood has got to be cleaned, the liver's got to get functional, and the colon needs to be able to get rid of the debris that the liver is sending to it. And until all of those things are functioning correctly, and that's the problem, is MDs, the medical system, doesn't look at it that way. They just see a mass on the colon, they'll cut that out and then send you on your way. And then wait till something else breaks. And it will, because as long as the blood is not dirty and getting into the liver, and the liver is cleaning 13 pints of blood at the rate of 100 gallons every day, that's a lot of work. And that blood is dirty. The digestion tract isn't working. The liver isn't working, and the colon isn't working, and the weakest link broke. And the weakest link was the colon. And so what has to happen is number one, this mass, if it has to be cut out, hopefully they don't get overzealous and cut out the colon, because they do that. It's colonoscopy. A colonoscopy, well, then there's no colon. They hang a bag outside, and that's it. You don't have a colon anymore. Everything goes into the bag, and you empty it and so forth, and that's it. If there's any way to avoid that, would be a good idea to immediately, while you're scheduling surgery and looking at this mass, to see if there is some way that you can clean the blood, make sure the digestive tract is working with the correct bacteria, and so now that you've got a functional, you've got clean blood, you've got a functional digestive tract, that you're using enzymes, and you're using blood cleaning, something to clean the blood, and that would be over here in the herbalhealthreview.com website. So I'm going to go to that website because I published the information about this. And let's go take a look at what I published. with the research that I did and why I came up with that answer. So let's go look at common. So I know I'm on the website. You can follow me now or later. Herbalhealthreview.com. That's the website that I'm on. Herbal, Herbal, herbal. Second word is health, Health. So that's Herbal Health. Last word is review, Review. Herbalhealthreview.com. Now, while you're on that herbalhealthreview.com, once you get there, you click on common conditions. And once you've clicked on common conditions, a big egg comes up, and then all these reports. And the first report, under this herbalhealthreview.com website, under common conditions, the first report is called Make Lifestyle Changes. Let's click on Make Lifestyle Changes and bring up the report. So I'm waiting for the report to come up. And and by the way, while I'm waiting for the report to come up, my telephone number here, if you'd like a free consultation regarding your health challenges, or somebody that you love, somebody you know who needs help and would like a consultation, well, call me. A free consultation, 503-362-5899. That's 503-362-5899. And now we're looking at the Make Lifestyle Changes report. This report is a real labor of love for me to have created, because it starts with all the things you do. It tells you how much water to drink. It tells you what to take next, and most of these things are liquids. And you say, well, there's a lot of different things you need to do. Yes, for dynamic, superhuman health, yes, you do. You do need to do a lot of things. But if you want to be predisposed to illness and be a target for the pharmaceutical industry and allopathic medicine, because they're glad to put a Band-Aid on whatever you have and have you come back again until it breaks. Then they'll cut it out or help you die, because that's what they do. They don't cure. And these are natural remedies that man has used since the beginning of time. This is not new. The new thing is the poison drugs and a system that keeps you sick and coming back. And that system is telling you, don't bother taking all these natural remedies. They don't work. Well, how do they know? They don't take them. But anyway, this report is the answer, because the first thing it does is tell you how to build your immune system, and it takes 5 minutes to do it every morning. The second thing it does after it gives you all these things to do to build your immune system is a diet. It gives you some fruit, and you always want to try to get alkaline fruit. Alkaline fruit like cantaloupes. Cantaloupes are 100% alkaline. I mean, they're great. You want to try to stay away from acid-forming foods. Acid-forming foods cause disease and feed disease. Alkaline foods discourage disease. So these are the things that are natural to your body. Taking chemicals are not natural to your body. Taking food, natural food is what your body needs. And it needs an array, a whole bunch of different nutrients. It loves different colors. It loves yellows and reds and greens and all the different spectrum of the rainbow in your fruits and vegetables. And when it gets all of these particular nutrients, and especially a variety, the body, the blood gets clean. The digestive tract works because it's things like you're doing every morning. In the first thing every morning, and all these liquids can be combined together, so you're not choking down a bunch of pills. That's not happening here. You are just, if you can go one squirt after another underneath your tongue, or you can put it into a cup and sip on it and hold it in your mouth. Each sip or gulp that you've got in your mouth, hold it there for about a minute. Let it go directly into the bloodstream. If you swallow it too quickly, it will get into the digestive tract and take its time getting throughout the body and to the blood. However, if you hold it in your mouth, it soaks through the roof of your mouth, through your cheeks, underneath your tongue. It's called sublingual. And that sublingual is going right through the roof of your mouth and your cheeks and under your tongue and directly into the bloodstream. So and you're getting 300% more than if you took a capsule or a tablet. So the state-of-the-art delivery system is liquids. Hold them in your mouth for a minute, let them go right directly to the bloodstream. And this is such a phenomenal report. It's so well engineered with what you need to do so that your immune system is so powerful you don't get sick. Or if something happens, you recover. They say, wow, that's a remarkable recovery, because that's the way it would be. If you do come down with something, whatever it is, you bounce right back. And you know the remedies for everything once you know about this website, herbalhealthreview.com. Common conditions. The main report, make lifestyle changes, because it tells you how to clean that bloodstream and to nourish it, and with so much nutrition that you just start feeling fantastic, and your body is able to get over what it has, all the nutrients. We are the people are so malnourished. That's why they have diabetes. That's where there's heart disease. These are nourishment. The body is malnourished because there's nourishments that bring all of these systems back into play. And you need to know them, and we need to use them. Otherwise, become a victim for a depopulation scheme called pharmaceutical industry and the modern day allopathic medical doctors. It's an evil system, but this is what the Most High God has given us. This is what these are the natural things. These are the nourishments. These are the things that your body are looking for, but nobody's pointing you to a complete system. That it takes a little bit of time, but that's where I come in. I can be your coach. I will coach you back to perfect health. I will do that. And, if there's diabetes, we know how to nourish the body, and diabetes goes away. And also other diseases as well. Nourishment, and the body heals itself. I'm not healing anybody. The body heals itself when you know how to nourish it. And this is the complete system of how to do it. So it gives you all the things you do in the first thing in the morning that really wake up the immune system, and everything goes back to work again, and you've got clean blood, great digestion, and it takes 5 minutes to do that. Then you're having a power drink, and you're making it yourself. and you only make it once a week. The recipe is right there, so that you can have your own almond milk, cinnamon, chocolate if you want, vanilla, so it tastes like cinnamon, chocolate, vanilla. What a delicious power drink. Then you put all this fruit in there and all these seeds in there that you pick up at the store, because you're going to make it yourself and save a lot of money. You can even make the seed milk or the nut milk yourself with a handful of nuts or a handful of seed and a quart of water. That's it. And you've got your own seed nut milk. But all these powders that you're putting in there, milk thistle seed powder to give you a brand new liver by 60% every 120 days. That's in the power drink. The milk thistle seed powder to give you a new liver. The maca root powder for stamina and endurance. There's an organic raw protein powder there that's certified organic and is made with sprouted seeds. And finally, there's that Truman Super Green Foods with all the chlorella, spirulina, barley grass, wheatgrass, alfalfa powder, olive leaf extracts in there to defeat viruses. And the seaweed and kelp that's in there, well, that's the Atlantic seaweed and kelp. And that's the power drink, and you make it taste great with raisins and pineapples and cherries and blueberries and that. You make your own power drink, and you pour off a cup, and you add back a cup every day, and you start with a 2-quart blender, and the recipe is right there on Herbal Health Review and under Common Conditions, and the first report is Make Lifestyle Changes. And I sense that Doc Miles has entered the building.
Yes, sir. How are you?
There you are. I'm blessed, brother. How are you doing?
Very well. Thank you very much. Yeah, I have a busy day today, so that's wonderful.
Yes. Another busy day, doing the Lord's work, going around and helping people that need to know what natural remedies can help them. What natural remedies will comfort them. And that's a labor of love for the Lord. That's the same kind of work that Jesus Christ did. And I'd say that we got one of the best jobs you can get. What do you think?
I think you're right. We're called to do this. You know that.
Oh, absolutely.
We both have it in our heart. We have it in our heart to do this, to help people. And, we're not in it for the money. Otherwise, we would do something different.
Definitely. Definitely would do something different for money, because this is labor intensive. I will, help people for hours and hours and hours to make sure that they get all the information, that they know what to do, that they get the training. This is not like, the regular medicine that people are used to, where you got 20 minutes of a doctor's time, you give them a whole bunch of money, and then you don't see him again until something breaks, or the Band-Aid that he put on you falls off. Then you go back to,
right.
And then terrible. So yes, so it's a labor of love, and it's a privilege, to do this kind of work, because you're praying all the time. You're in the Spirit, and being in the Spirit all the time, that's a great job. That makes it a perfect job. So yes,
right.
So earlier on, speaking with Prophet Elijah, he was talking about a young man that went in for some colon surgery, and they found a mass on his colon, and now they're going to schedule him to cut it out. And so I was talking about, if they're going to cut it out immediately, well, then hopefully they're not going to cut out the whole colon, or give him a colonoscopy so he's got to hang a bag on him. Hopefully he gets to keep his colon. And and so we were talking about what caused it. Dirty blood, digestive tract not working, liver not working, colon not working. Finally, a mass forms in it. That's my take on it. But it's diet, and it's got to be a cleansing and a detoxification of the bloodstream. We got to make sure that the bacteria, they've got acidophilus and enzymes in the stomach, so they're digesting, and HCl, so it breaks down the food. So then, because you can't just work on the colon, you got to work on the cause. Got to get the blood working right. Got to get clean blood. Got to get a working digestive tract. Then we got to get that liver. We got to protect it and feed it. And protect it with milk thistle seed powder and milk thistle seed extract, and then feed it. I know you've got some wonderful liver detox products over there in your clinic that you
right.
And you can't hardly keep them on the shelf because you're always running out of them. And it's called, what is it called? Liver detox? What is it? The name of it?
Liver support. And I've got about 16,000 tablets on its way to me right now.
Yeah.
And I go through about that much every month. It's amazing stuff. It's absolutely amazing stuff.
Yes, it is.
Because it's Ayurvedic herbs is what it is. There's like 8 different herbs they put into that product, and I'm the only one that's bringing it in direct from India.
Yes.
Himalaya brings it in, but they put, they have it packaged over there and brought over here, so it's a little more expensive than what mine is. So I just get it in bulk quantities and then we package it up over here. But I fought the FDA for 2 years to be able to bring it in.
Yes.
So it's a good product. I'm waiting on some.
Yes. So we're looking at it right now on the screen. I can't even pronounce some of these words because they're in Hindi.
Right.
And but Himsra, Cuprous spinosa, Kasani, Chicorium, Intibus, Mandor, Basma, Kakamachi, Solanum nigrum, Arjuna, Terminalia, Arguna, Casamarata, Casa occidentalis, Barajam jasopha, Achilleum millefolium, Javaca, Tamarax, Gallica. Those are all the names. So yes, wow, that's a fascinating formulation of herbs that are for the liver. You take 3 a day. And there is 100 tablets in there. So that's 30 servings. You've got 30 servings of it, and you're taking 3 a day. That's it. It's called liver support. Is that right?
That's right. You did better than I could. I can't even pronounce those words, but that's about a 5,000-year-old formula. And the royal family's been on it for generations and generations and generations. And the guy that I started with, he was a royal family physician for like 55 years. Mm-hmm. And then he retired, and then he worked there training his sons, to take over everything. And of course, they were raised in the place, and so they finally took over, and he died. He was 100-something years old when he died. I used to talk to him on the phone. He was very fluent in English, but he was a brilliant man. I mean, he was a doctor, and he was sharp. He was really sharp. And they picked each one of those herbs at the peak freshness, and then they dehydrate them, and then, crush them up, and then put so much of each one of those into the formula. And it's just an amazing product. Absolutely amazing. Matter of fact, I got a vet around the corner that buys it from me. He said, I had one dog that was a German Shepherd or something like that. He was like 90 pounds, and his liver enzymes were really, really bad, and he had given him stuff for 9 months, the best stuff he could get through the vets, vet supply, and his liver enzymes never changed. He put him on one bottle of that. They brought him in, and they retested his blood, and he said, I couldn't believe it. He said his liver enzymes were perfect.
Wow. Wonderful formulation. So using products like that liver support, and let me give you Doc Miles's telephone number, because it wouldn't be fair for us to talk about it and then you don't know where to get it or how to get it. So Doc Miles out there in Georgetown, Texas, in his clinic there, his telephone number is 512-868-9867. That's 512-868-9867. And his email, if you want to email Doc, his email is DOCMILES, Doc Miles, at Outlook.com. That's it. His email is Doc Miles, DOCMILES, at Outlook.com. That's an absolutely fascinating a product for the liver. And here's another thing that Doc just said. And he said that a dog was helped with that formula too. And I get this all the time, folks. You're going to find that a lot of these, or almost most of these formulations that are for humans, if it's for the liver for a human, it works good for a dog. And if it's for, so just knowing that a lot of these nutrients were also good for your pets, because I've helped people who have sick animals many times and have reports of them reporting back tumors, great big tumors, a dog with tumors all over the body. They fell off. And so forth. So, interesting things happen with animals. And also, whenever you start giving an animal something that's helping them, funny thing is, they want more. They want it. They know it, and they're waiting for you to give them the next dose. Interesting thing about animals, isn't that so, Doc?
Oh yeah, they have a sense about them that they know what's good and what's bad.
Yes.
And they know something's happening, and boy, they'll just lap it up. I mean, I give my little dog, my inside dog, he's old and blind and everything, and I give him a probiotic every night in his food, and then I put some liquid minerals in his food, and he's a healthy little guy, and he's old, but he's amazing. He's amazing, but he just licks the bowl clean.
Yeah. It is amazing how when you know how to care for a dog with natural remedies, how their quality of life extends, and you have them around a lot longer. So I hear that all the time. So go ahead, Doc.
No, that's true. I was agreeing with you.
Okay. So getting back to where I was going with this report is that, cleaning the blood, make sure the digestion is working, making sure you're getting those probiotics, the acidophilus and so forth, and the hydrochloric acid, the HCl. All of these things are so important that we get everything working, and then make sure that you're looking at the next thing on the list in that Make Lifestyle Changes report that I was talking about over there on herbalhealthreview.com under Common Conditions, and we clicked on Make Lifestyle Changes report, and we were going down with all kinds of things to boost your immune system, a wonderful tasting power drink that gives you super energy. Then below that is listed whole food, plant-based diet meal plans. Now that gives you meal plans that you can choose the meals that you like. Then below that is whole food, plant-based recipes. So now you got the meal plans, you got the recipes, you're picking the foods that you like, and below that in this report is an acid alkaline food chart. Matter of fact, there's 3 of them. So you can look at all the different, in case one of them missed a food or something, you can look at a different acid alkaline food chart. And the idea is that now you've got this absolutely fantastic diet. You've boosted up the immune system. You've got a power drink, and now you're eating, whole foods and plant-based a meal plan, and you're getting in the foods that you like, and you're looking at this acid alkaline food chart, and it's telling you should have 65% alkaline foods and 35% acid, because acid foods, well, if you get the body too acid, well, cancer loves an acid environment, and it feeds it. So you don't want to be too acid. You want to be a little bit too alkaline, which is why you're going to try to pick 65% of the foods you like being alkaline and 35% being acid. Now you've got a perfect, you got everything in order. And now you're cleaning, so now you're feeding the body, because we're not, most people are not feeding the body its optimum amount of nutrients. They're far from it. They're really far from it if they're sick and diseased.